That's out of the stadium!
Let's go! Come on! Something! Come on!
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League Season 12's final Match of the Week broadcast here on your Sunday night. My name is Weaver Prez. I'll be your play-by-play commentator tonight. And I am joined, as always, by Dwayne, one of the co-commissioners of the league. And Dwayne, we've got a great matchup for you tonight with a lot of stakes.
Yes, indeed, we do have a great matchup, Weaver, with a lot of stakes here in the XBL. 90 ego, 2 players that before a few moments ago, both were trying to seal their deal into the playoff picture. But now we're looking at Boops tonight, and his Bayside Colts looking to seal their playoff birthplace, final possible playoff birthplace available in the XBL right now. And they're going up against the Flashertons, as we just sort of alluded to, who are fresh off a sweep and have just clinched a berth themselves.
Yes, so moments ago, a sweep at the hands, or from the Flashertons at the hands of the Ice Caps, puts the Flash into a playoff spot. That is guaranteed. Tonight, he plays for seeding. Boops, on the other hand, is at 12 wins. Permatilt, who has finished his schedule, is also at 12 wins. But Boops has 4 games in hand, the 2 that we're broadcasting for you tonight, and then 2 against M. Bennings at a time TBD. So a lot to play for. Flash, his playoff life is going to be determined tonight. Whether tonight for him is the difference between maybe the 12th seed or even the 9th seed. And as you know, Dwayne, the further up you go, the more favorable your first round matchup is going to be.
Yeah, as it stands right now, Flash captures the lower seed. If he ends up being that 12th seed, he'd be looking at a matchup against Luke Archer, who is had a very, very good season, fresh off a strong series against Lazy where he was swept, but looked really good going into the playoffs. And then if he manages to get up to that 9th seed, then he's going up against fellow league office member Wishbone Rules, who also had an extremely improved season this season. Not as high on the offensive spectrum maybe as Luke, but definitely, you know, Flash is going to want things to go his way tonight so he can get that higher matchup, you'd think.
Absolutely. And then, of course, like I said, for Boops, if he does lose both games tonight and then the subsequent both games against M. Bennings, if he goes 0-4 in that stretch, we would have the first ever one-game playoff for that 12th seed between J. Boops and Permatilt. So a lot to play for tonight. These guys are going to be bringing it. Hope you can stick around with us to check out these broadcasts. They are moments away. We will step away for a moment and come right back with the match of the week. This all Motor Yard series will begin with J. Boops as the host. Classic Stadium here. Been in all S&B 3 games, and it'll be the site of this dramatic 2-game set between 2 old friends, the Flash and J. Boops. Or rather, JCoops now these days.
Yeah, hopefully we get the dual tracking here taken care of in a moment, as these two are about to face off.
Oh, does Boops have the audio open? Is that what I'm going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Well, he's going to lead off the game here, or rather, Flash does with a single up the middle. And that's how this one begins. Plenty of speed on it first. It's John Means to Wiz Waz, the left fielder.
Yeah, Flash going to be looking to jump on the velo of Means.
Rather, Flash does with a single up the middle. That's how this one begins. Plenty of speed. Looks like perhaps JCoops taking a moment to close out the broadcast so we don't have the double feedback. An auto ball was ruled in that time, so it's a quick 3-0 count. Flash in the driver's seat. Interesting start to this one. And he crushes it. Deep left center field. What a start for the Flashertons. He gave himself that green light.
Yes, he did. Wow, 3-0 going right after it, and there's 2 runs on the board. JCoops going to want that one back, but, you know, it's still early in this ball game, still early in this series as well. So, something he can bounce back from, you'd have to think.
2 batters in, 2 runs in. Flasherton's lead. Tense already is John Means. Now Flash Gordon power versus lefties is the trait.
That was more of that power show we saw from Flash, you know, earlier today. If you were around, he's been really hitting stride with his power stroke, and I think that, you know, that's something he's going to be carrying into the playoffs now that he's guaranteed that berth.
Oh, back to back goes the Flash. It's 3-0 in the first.
Wow, and he put that one on the roof of the shed. He did not miss it. He's early on these. He's smashing them into the gap. Look at that, 469 feet. I mean, come on. He is mashing already. No outs.
Yeah, John Means going to have to figure something out here. He's going to try and drop a curveball in here. It's hit by Flash. Is it 3 in a row? I think it's going to be held up by that tall wall. It bounces midway up. Soler having some trouble with it. Could be a triple. Throw going to go into third, but not in time. That is a single, 2 home runs, and a triple through 4 batters.
Yeah, Flash is absolutely smashing the ball right here. That double bouncing sort of off the padding and slowing it down, I think, and making it more so into that triple, giving him that extra base.
Grounded to the shortstop, Rogers. He'll take the easy out at first, but it's an RBI ground out for the Flash. He leads 4-0. Satch Schwifty, the catcher, hits that curveball hard. It not past the glove of Merrifield. He knocks it down. Does not have time to nail Schwifty at first, so a single.
Yeah, Schwifty, maybe not quite at league minimum speed, has not the best legs in the world, but able to beat that one out. I thought for a second Boops would still have a chance to recover and make the play. This one lifted out to left, and he should make it out there, so he's got 2 outs now.
2 outs here on the top of the first. 4-0 Flashertons. As BK Lamb, the 8-hole hitter, is third baseman, fouls it off. Quickly 0-2. We'll see what gives with John Means here. It will be a curveball, low and away. Soft contact, 1 hop to Rogers, and that'll end the frame. But a dream start here for the Flash in a very important game for him.
Yes, indeed, and it's a dream start for anybody who's got their eyes on, you know, the one-game playoff possibility.
Yeah. Yeah, Permatilt especially. Going to be watching this one closely. Barry Allen gets the all-important start for the Flashertons. 4.38 ERA this season. Boops swinging, left field. Caught by Wes, and there's 1 down.
This has been a season, you know, of an extremely improved plate discipline from JCoops. He made the playoffs by a hair last season as well. He's fighting for a berth right now, trying to get back-to-back. But really, he looks a lot different as a player. And being down 4-0 in this early in a series is going to be a huge test and a sample for us maybe to see the different type of JCoops that we're working with.
Mike Trout, the center fielder, hitting 273 on the year. He's got a full count, hits that curveball very hard. With that contact swing, I think it's going to just die. Flash gives it a courtesy jump. Makes the play.
And even to stand to correct myself, sorry, Weaver, just for a second. I keep calling him JCoops. We're talking about JCoops tonight.
Ah, yes, the reformed JCoops. Here at the end of the season. Just needs 1 win. Punches ticket to the playoff picture for the 2nd season in a row. Brendan Rodgers going to fight that one off into center field for a 2-out knock.
That was a little floater. That ball had a lot of air under it. But get on base any way you can. Now you got the middle of the order starting to work through for this Colts club.
Kevin Biggio, third baseman, cleanup hitter for this Bayside Colts team. Lots of speed on it first, but does have the bad jumps trait. A good take there. Brings the count to 3-1. The heater is in there. Runner does not go. Foul ball. Another full count, another foul ball. 22nd pitch of the inning for Barry Allen is a changeup that catches the zone up and away. Strike number 3. That ends the frame.
Yeah, nothing doing there for the Colts in that one. But as you said, 23 pitches now for Flash's starter in that inning. Working him well. Like I said, a bit of improved discipline from Boops this season and showing early in this game. But there's Flash leading off the second with another hit. He can't seem to stay off the base paths.
Yeah, he's showing prowess at the plate against all 3 of the fastball, the changeup, and the curveball. Still tense as John means. You'd have to think it's going to take quite a bit to get him back to neutral. Not much speed on it first. Zippity Doodah back to the top of the order. And realizing that was the pitcher who went up the middle. But it's Zippity Doodah who's going to ground into the double play.
Yeah, it's a good double play for JCoops. Now he's got the base paths clear and Wiz Waz to deal with. We saw Wiz take a big swing last time up, breaking the game open early for the homer. 8 on the year.
Takes that curveball low. The 1-1 changeup. Wiz Waz gives it a wave. Quick 1-2 count. Gonna loop a curveball in there inside, hit hard, foul. Flash battling here a little bit. 2 outs, nobody aboard after the double play. Smoked, past Biggio, out to Lau. 2-out knock for the Flash.
And when he hits the ball hard, he seems to hit it extremely hard. These balls are not wasting any time getting out of the infield.
Speaking of which, that one's hit hard. 1 hop in front of Lau, so 2 singles here with 2 outs. And you're right, the exit velocity is through the roof right now. And again, 3 straight hits. Does Flash challenge the arm of Trout? It's an errant throw. It's cut off, and it's 5-0.
Yeah, look at that. The way he's just manufacturing runs now. Last inning we saw the power. Now we're seeing just single, 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 and he's got big weight room up to keep it going over the glove of Biggio.
The throw home from Lau. No, Flash goes back. Hindsight's 20/20 as the catcher drops it. The bases are loaded. Flash has a serious opportunity here with Sat Swifty to deliver a dagger in the 2nd inning, but he's going to pop it up. Boops. He gets out of it with limited damage. Only 1 comes in that inning for the Flashertons.
10 hits already for Flash in this game through 2 innings. Boops needs to do something to clean up the pitching because, you know, around the league, he's up there in the strikeout numbers. He's known as a very, very astute pitcher, but he's not finding his corners tonight. Flash seems to be smashing everything.
2-1 is the count on Matt Olson. Bidding for a single up the middle, and he's got it just past the glove of the shortstop. The leadoff knock for Boops. It's exactly what he needs. And what he really needs is an answer back here. Couple screwballs result in an even count 1-1. This one flared over to Blue. No problem for him, 1 out. Dalton Varsho, the catcher. You do not see speed like this on catchers in the XBL. You just don't.
No, you don't. Wow, max speed.
Yeah.
That is huge. Let's even get on base.
Checks his swing on the inside fastball. That fastball inside as well, but not in the zone. So a full count pitch is a curveball. Lofted center field. Under it is Doodah. He's got it. 2 down.
Yeah, that is something I'm noticing is Flash definitely hitting the corners pretty well early in this game. And Boops is having some trouble getting the solid contact on it. You can see, though, he's patient. Anything that's more than a few inches out of the zone, he seems to not want to pull the trigger on.
And it earns himself a 3-0 count. Does he have the green light if it's good? It wasn't good. It was outside. And a patient at bat earns him a 4-pitch walk. And if nothing else, that will turn the lineup over for the next inning if Means can't get anything done here.
Yeah, interesting decision. Maybe you take him out here in a game as important as this, but there goes Means lifting it to center field where Flash should be able to make the catch, and there it is, out number 3.
So the 2-out threat from JCoops does not come to pass. We're in the top of the 3rd. Flash getting back to work. These bats are hot. See if he can maintain. Popped foul. Biggio going to give it a run. No chance.
That's down.
Bolt blue. Second baseman. No homers yet on the season. Caught by Mayfield. One down.
The third baseman. Number
Sorry,
64.
Merrifield.
No, outside.
BK Lamb also with no homers on the season. Almost kind of surprising when you see just how hard Flash can hit the ball.
Yeah, maybe he's just starting to heat up now in the late season. Probably at the right time. It seems to be the time Flash always seems to get things going. Right towards the end, that last week, as power numbers really start to go up, you start to see the wins piling up for him and the run totals. So far, it looks like Boop's going to get out of this inning with a lot of soft contact and no damage done for the first time in this ball game.
Yeah, not many pitches thrown either. That's a good recovery inning for Boops. He needs to get the offense going here. And he'll have the top of the order. Barry Allen, who is locked in, delivers to Whit Merrifield. A ball.
Ball outside. Strike.
Ooh, good strike in there.
Yeah, good screwball inside. Follows it up with a very similar pitch. That one a little bit more hittable, but you can see Boops maybe cheating a bit outside with his reticle. That one catches the inside corner. Another looking K for the Flash.
That was another great pitch as well, right on the edge. And Boops is trying to be selective, but Flash is hitting his spots with pretty good efficiency, and he's going to have to start biting at something soon if he wants to get runners on.
Hammers that one. Is it going to get over the head of the center fielder? It will. One hops to the wall. Duda gets it back in, but it's a one-out double. Boops with the runner in scoring position, one down.
Yeah, there's something from J. Boops smashed out there. Way over the head of the center fielder. He looked like for a second he'd have a chance to catch it, but then he realized how hard it was hit.
Fly ball right field. Under it is a pond. No advancement. Good arm out there in right field. So it's up to Kevin Biggio. Try and find some grass in the outfield. Or better.
That's outside. Strike.
Good strike on the outside corner with that breaking pitch. Hammered into the left center field gap. The Colts are on the board. A beautiful double for J. Boops.
Yeah, you think I think Flash was trying to double dip there on that pitch location that he got just before that, but then the second one caught way too much on the heart of the plate. Boops smashed that well.
Off the plate.
That removes the locked-in mojo from Barry Allen. He's back to neutral. And another RBI chance. This time it's for Matt Olson, new Atlanta Brave. Being in the 5-hole. And in a favorable count, Flash goes with the heat. Olson hits it hard over the head of the third baseman. Does Boops test the arm of Wiz Waz, who is locked in? The answer is no. Runners at the corners.
Yeah, BK Lamb reaching up for it, but no real effort there. And Boops still trying to keep this going with 2 outs. You can see his bat starting to work a little bit.
Jorge Soler quickly behind 0-2 with runners on the corners. Flash needing a big pitch here. Outside. Boops takes a breather. The next 2-strike pitch from Barry Allen, forthcoming. Flash takes a breather.
Yeah, I'm seeing like remnants of stuttering and lag between these two. Flash always having difficulties, you know, with some of the lag issues. So he's probably trying to get through a stutter here as we give it just a second.
So now the right fielder Soler, the 1-2 count. It's low. Good at bat here. Soler hits that curve hard. Is it going to drop? No. On a line to Duda. That ends the threat. Still a 1-run inning for Boops. Gets him on the board. Puts him back in this game a little bit.
Yeah, you got to start chipping away. It's very, very early. We're only through 3. So we've seen some good hitting out of J. Boops, especially with 2 outs there. We saw a clean inning in the 3rd from him. Maybe you can get some more of that going.
Zippity Duda, the top of the order for the Flashertons. He's ahead 2-0.
Oh, you're streaming on Twitch.
One hop over to Olson for the first out.
Number 10.
Strike 1 to Wiz Waz. Hit hard. Diving stop Rogers. Firm throw. Does it have enough? It does. 2 down.
Yeah, there's another quick 2 outs now in the 4th after that tough start. He's finding ways to get outs, and Means still tense. Maybe you can find a way to get, push him through 5 or 6 innings in this one.
Quickly 3-0, however, to Flash Gordon, who's got a ton of pop.
10 minutes left.
3-1.
I can
Pitch,
hear
here's
myself
fastball.
on Twitch.
The right field, Soler gets it back into
Yeah, I
Rogers.
can't hear you.
So a hit for Flash. Pause here, possibly for the the audio conditions.
Yeah, we got a little bit of third-party drop-in. It's all good. These things can be imperfect sometimes, but I think we'll get it squared away.
You know, Dwayne, I'm racking my brain, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we have broadcasted a JCoops game on this channel on Match of the Week since opening day, season 8, when he faced Chris.
You may be correct. There might have been one dropped in there last season, but off the top of my head, it's tough to remember. But he's not a frequent appearer. Not one of our most prime time savvy. He's not always up here on the big stage, but it's always great to see him out here, especially in a game like this where he's going to put himself in the playoff picture.
Yeah, he held Flash in the previous inning, and he's going to get himself a 1-out extra base hit here. Going into second is JCoops, looking to keep scratching away at that early deficit. Is this the end for John Means? He did recover his mojo. Pretty impressive, all things considered. He's going to stay and bat. Little squibber to the left side. BK Lamb onto first with the pitcher running. That's no problem. Effectively a bunt there. 2 down, runner 90 feet away.
It's a shame he hit it where he did with only a neutral pitcher. Usually when they're locked in, they got the legs to beat that one out. That was in like the perfect spot.
That curveball just missing. A good take from JCoops. He has switched to the contact swing here with 2 strikes. Whip Merrifield. Runs the count full. Needs a moment. Full count pitch from Allen. A high curveball, a little too tantalizing for Boops. He goes after it, swats it, and Upan makes the catch. That'll end the frame.
Yeah, that was a good pitch from Flash to get Boops fishing. Especially, he probably thought on 3-2 he would go reaching for something. That could have been up there on purpose.
Weak contact backhanded by Merrifield. Makes a firm throw in plenty of time over to Olsen. So there's 1 down. Satch Swifty. This curveball right down the pipe. Flash hits it very hard, but very foul. Doesn't miss that curve, though. A 1-out knock for Satch Swifty. The catcher is aboard.
Yeah, the curveball pitch Flash does not often miss. Usually when he sees one in the zone that he likes, he's going to get around on it pretty quickly with a good bat. But it's also a way to get him out. He'll go fishing for it if it looks like it's going to be a good strike and gets just a little bit out of the zone.
Even count here to Bolt Blue, the 7-hole hitter. Just outside. A good take from Flash. Going to a similar spot now. He gets a swing. 2-2 popped up. Should be Means to catch. Looked like maybe he was going to let it drop there and swap out some speed. I don't think it would have mattered a whole lot, but he makes the catch anyway.
Yeah, maybe Boops trying to think fast on a way to get a 2-out play out of that, but now he's got himself 2 runners on to deal with.
Yeah, runners are now at the corners after that hit, but that brings up Barry Allen, and Flash, sensing blood in the water, may lift his starter, who has been effective.
Yeah, he's hit the corner as well, but he could really drive the knife in if he gets someone up here and who can take care of a good strike to hit.
And it's T. Milker off the bench, sees a curveball, hammers it out to Brandon Lau, and JCoops survives.
You see Flash swing pretty early at the breaking ball. That's, like I was saying, a pitch he's going to get, big eyes for. And when he sees one in the zone like that, he just gets around on it. Too fast for his own good, really, and hits it directly at the left fielder. So
2, 3, and 4 now for the Colts. Mike Trout to lead it off. against Jack Me Up, the left-handed specialist.
Ball inside.
Him and Shutter Down forming the lockdown combo at the back end of this Flasherton's bullpen, but it's a leadoff walk to Mike Trout that puts a lot of speed on it first.
And Jack Me Up with the specialist too, a rare trait that you see in the XBL. Wonder how much it's going to engage in this one as Boop strokes one to the right center field gap where Duda makes a good catch for the first out in the fifth.
I think any other pitch but a curveball there, and Boops maybe times that up just a little bit better, and this could have been a 5-3 game. Instead, it's caught out there on the warning track for out number 1. The left-handed specialist doing its thing now on Kevin Biggio. He fouls it off. The quick 1-2 coming up here to Biggio. It's a pickoff, nothing going.
Flash is always mindful of a runner. Doesn't matter if good jumps, bad jumps, high speed, low speed, he's always going to be mindful of the runner if he knows he'll steal.
Gets a swinging strike out there on Biggio, a fastball way out of the zone. Boops could not hold up. So there's 2 down. That'll bring it the opportunity to Matt Olson, who's quickly behind 0-2 after a check swing on a hittable changeup.
Nope, high.
Holds up there. Flash thinking, why not?
Ball high. Ball low.
Olson runs the count full. Runner not going. Popped up. That was another example of a high pitch on 3-2 that Boops is unable to hold up on. I do find myself that 3-2 is the hardest count to lay off on.
Oh yeah, because you think you're going to get a guaranteed strike or at least something close because the other guy doesn't want to walk you, but you know, someone with a decent pitching savvy might get you to try and go fishing for something, and there goes a tough catch by Boops out there to make, and it's dropped. Flash will get extra bases.
Yeah, Brandon Lau unable to come up with that one in left field, so a leadoff double is the result. That brings up Wizwaz with an opportunity. It's hit high. It's hit deep towards that bullpen. Brandon Lau, he makes the catch. Throw goes into second. Flash alertly takes third. It was deep enough. I'm not sure there was even a chance to get Zippity Doodah at third. But in any case, the potential sixth run for the Flashertons is 90 feet away.
Yeah, and Flash Gordon looking great, locked in, puts it into center, and there will be the 6th run scored.
Goes into the cutoff, man. It is 6-1 Flashertons on the RBI single to center field. Here comes Pounce Upon. It's a triple and a double thus far. Hammered. Right field, Soler back, leaves his feet, but he can't make the play. It's out there trickling on the warning track. One run is going to be waved around. Pounce Upon going for a second triple. He's got it, and it's 7-1.
Yeah, JCoops looked like he took a really good angle to that ball, but he just missed it there with Soler. That's going to make a huge difference in this game, you'd have to think. Flash with an opportunity to keep the ball rolling, keep scoring more in this inning.
Weight room, the first baseman. It's Taylor Widener who's going to come out of the pen for the Colts and keep this game where it is. Or try to, rather. Strike 2. Plenty of speed over there at third. Curveball. That's a beautiful pitch low and away to get the second out.
That was perfectly placed. If you like throwing curveballs low and away, that's the one you want. That is, put that one on replay. That was a beautiful, beautiful pitch from JCoops.
Sat Schwifty, 3 home runs on the season. Catcher here. High fastball. Unable to be gloved down by the second baseman. It trickles out to Trout. It's an RBI single on a pitch that Boops intended to be a throwaway up, a little bit too high above the zone. Flash just went up and got it. Follows it up with another hit. The hit parade is on here for the Flashertons. BK Lamb, no home runs on the season, but if he was able to find one, that would put us in that certain territory. But instead, Mike Trout should have it. That ends the inning. It's a 7-run game.
That's the second or third time, though, in this one that Flash has really strung some hits together. Look at that, 18-6.
Oops, needs to answer quickly and efficiently against Jack Me Up here in the bottom of the 6th. Jorge Soler having a great season. 345 batting average, 5 home runs. Beautiful curve there. Brings the count to 2-2. But now we're full. Fastball. Just got under it. Right field calling everybody off there as Flash, and that's out number 1.
Little XBL fun fact for you guys here tonight that when JCoops completes his second game against the Flash and then his following 2 games against M. Bennings, probably over the course of tonight and or tomorrow, he will have officially completed his 10th season in the XBL and will be eligible for the Auto Hall of Fame bid.
Yes, a huge milestone there for JCoops, who's put in quite a bit of service to this league. Looking to cap off his 10th season here with a playoff berth. Only needs 1 win out of his last 4 to get it done. Nice play by Blue. Firm throw. He's got him.
A good play by Flash to end that inning there. Now we're heading to the 7th with a pretty tough landscape for JCoops to try and continue to give himself that berth. You know, like we were saying earlier, he only needs to win 1 of these games here tonight or 1 of the games versus Bennings.
Quickly 1 down here in the batting opportunity for the Flashertons. Taylor Widener into this game now. 4-seamer misses inside. Zippity Doodah, the top of the order. I didn't notice whether or not the specialist, the lefty specialist for the Flashertons, was pinch hit for in the previous at bat. There's that number 2.
I did not see either. That was a quick AB. Now we'll have to find out once we flip over to the next half.
Right. Wiz Waz, he's got power versus righties activated for the first time in this game. Little squibber over to Merrifield, and there's 3 down. Very quick and efficient inning for JCoops. And no, Jack Me Up still is in the game. But does he get the at-bat here? We'll find out.
He's got 29 pitches.
Sorry, Widener. Yeah, 29 pitches, and with that specialist trait, you definitely want to stretch him as long as you can. Looks like Widener will be lifted for Matt Chapman.
Yeah, back in Season 8 with some specialists, we definitely saw them going, 4 or 5 innings, upwards of 40, 50 pitches in some games if things were going well for them. But this is a different landscape.
Hit hard by Chapman, past the glove of the diving second baseman. That's what Boops needed, a lead-off single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 15.
Looks like Chapman will be lifted for some speed. Plenty of it over there on at first.
Now Flash will probably be mindful of the runner.
Hit hard by Merrifield, deep center field. Looks like it's going to die in front of the track, and it will. Speed retreats over to first. 1 down. Allowed out, though.
Now back, the center fielder, number 36.
Strike 1 to Mike Trout. Strike 2 to Mike Trout. 2 very similar changeups. Jack Me Up working quickly. And he may get himself a double play ball. Gordon to Blue onto first, and he's got it. Flash working well in this game with his pitchers. Shutting down Boops, who has had a pretty good offense this season.
That was absolutely perfect from Flash there. I mean, you saw the 2 changeups get 2 quick strikes, and then the third one went in there. And JCoops felt like he knew it was coming, but he fished a little bit too far out of the zone and got 2 outs right in Flash's pocket.
A little over-eager there on the throw is Merrifield. He throws it in the dirt, and Olsen can't pick it. So it's an error to put Flash on at first. But a chance for redemption from Merrifield. Rogers has to fire. It's not 2.
The first baseman, number 34.
So the fielder's choice puts us here with 1 out. Lou Trevino is into the game, the right-handed specialist. Another thing you don't see often.
Yeah, these 2 might be the only 2 or 2 of few players who are running specialists in this season 12.
Yeah. The 0-2 curveball trying to go up the middle. Will this be 2? Rogers, he's got time. And that ends the 8th. So that's 2 consecutive zeros put up for the Colts pitching staff. But the offense is what needs to start carrying the weight here. They're down 7 with 6 outs to go.
Number 9.
Yeah, we've seen speaking of offense, the offense from the Flashertons, like we already spoke about a little bit, in spurts tonight, has really strung the hits together, and it's been very, very impressive.
Brendan Rodgers again deep to center field on one of those curveballs, and again caught by Flash at the track. There's 1 down. Now it's Kevin Biggio. Jack Me Up still in this game. 43 pitches. Ball's behind. 3-1. The walk prone trait activates, but it's a great pitch. Next one to Biggio. Soft pop up right field. Upon, he's got it. Matt Olson.
Still trying to take care of these lefties is jacking me up.
Yeah, could very well be the last hitter. Regardless of the trade, the attribute's just not there. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's a beautiful inning for me up. He has been nails in this game in relief. And Flash, 3 outs away from a Game 1 victory.
Yeah, another victory for the Flashertons on their way into the playoffs. Just going to be a big, big morale booster. So you'd have to think he's going to try and put away Boops pretty quickly and even look for some insurance here beforehand.
Yeah, you can never have too much of it. Outside. Lou Trevino, right-hand specialist, also has the walk-prone trait. Biggio unable to come up with that one. A leadoff single for the Flash.
He's been doing a lot of the leading off the innings with the hits, and that is definitely how you stack on the runs. I mean, like we already said, we're in the 9th. He's only looking for insurance now, but these type of trends are what you want to take into the playoffs. Build good habits now.
There's another double play turned by the Colts infield. 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. I'm sorry, the top of the 9th.
Yeah, and don't always immediately hit into a double play after you get a leadoff hit, because you got to get rid of those bad habits.
This one deep into the gap. Trout, he gets it back in pretty quickly. It's a 2-out double for BK Lamb. That brings me up, and you got to think his day is done. He's done all he can.
Yeah, he put all his body, all his service into the game here tonight. Big, I believe 4 innings or close to that.
Little chin music. Boops not happy with Pine Rider. Maybe some history there.
And maybe he said something
behind.
walking into the box.
Yeah, he could have. A little chirping action. The 3-1 curveball. Pine Rider. He answers that chin music with a drive, but Soler turns around to make the catch. We're into the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, we've seen stranger comebacks in the XBL, so 3 outs to work with for JCoops. See what he can do.
Shut her down, called upon to shut her down here in Game 1. Soler, first pitch swinging. Pop up, right field. Upon, he's been busy and he's got it. Dalton Varsho, the speedy catcher. Swing and a miss. That'll bring us to a 1-2 count. The pitch from Shutter Down hit hard, but on a 1 hop to the backhand of Bolt Blue, 2 down.
Right down to his last out now is Boops. He's got to get a hit and build on it with something following that. That was a big rip there, just foul.
Shutter Down looking for very quick and easy bottom of the 9th. He may have it here, but it's into Bermuda's Triangle, and it will drop. The game extends at least another batter.
Get it any way you can. That's great for Boops now with 2 outs. And this is a pretty decent looking pinch hitter he's going to call on to take the spot.
Hammered, center field. No problem for Duda, and it's an easy cruise of a Game 1 for the Flashertons. And with that victory, Dwayne, he woke up this morning wondering, if he was going to have to fight for the 12th seed. But with this victory, he has clinched the 9 seed.
Wow, huge for the Flash. Coming in, storming in the late season as he always does. Last season, I believe, he did his thing and he finished 10th. And now this season, right back at it again. And he's finished in 9th place. So congrats to him. But now it's on Boops to bounce back here in Game 2 and try and clinch his own berth. This is huge stuff. I think we saw a good game from really the Flashertons especially. But Boops had flashes in there. I just think that he really needs to string it together in Game 2. And the capability definitely is underlying.
Apologies, I jumped the gun. He would need to win 1 more to get 9th. As it stands now, he leapfrogs J Boop, so he's in 10th. But the result of this second game going to be absolutely massive for both players. Like you said, J Boops, he needed to win 1 of his last 4 games. He's lost the first one. If he doesn't clean up his game here against the Flash in game number 2, he's going to be staring down the gun of a series with M. Bennings that he must sweep. So a lot on the line here in Game 2. We'll let the players Re-queue as soon as they're ready, and we'll come right back to you for another game at the Motor Yard here on your Sunday night. Back to the Motor Yard for an overcast night. Game 2 of this important series, and we're throwing another Uno reverse card at you. I misspoke twice. Flash actually is the 9th seed, so triple check the math there. Yes, he will be the 9th seed. His 14th win puts him into, at worst, a tie with Webb, who he holds head-to-head over.
Yeah, still big stuff. Still in the balance for permatilt and the full tilt flippers. After the JCoops loss in game 1 as well, he needs Boops to lose this game and his following 2 against M. Bennings to force the 1-game playoff. So not just permatilt wants that, but I think lots of fans at large would love to see the first ever 1-game playoff in XBL history. JCoops probably not the guy you want to ask though.
Yeah, it's for some reason it's been the most elusive thing in the XBL since we went cross-platform. Just have not been able to run into that lucky scenario where we get the 1-game playoff and all the hype that surrounds it. Flash starts this game off with a swinging strikeout. Looks like Boops needs to check something. Oh, he's playing on window. The absolute madman.
I wonder what prompted him to decide to change after playing the whole game the other way.
Sometimes it can do it on its own. I have seen that before, maybe tabbed out or something. This one's going to go for extra bases. Finally, an extra base hit for JCoops. He had a couple in game 1, but the volume really not there.
Number 9.
This is a good start for Boops, a 1-out double. This is what he needs to build upon. This is kind of stuff last game that he really wasn't able to get going, and this could be an early run for him.
Possibly hung up between first and second. He does retreat, but yes, he does have the lead here in inning number 1. In game 1, it was Flash jumping out in the first inning to a massive lead. Can Boops do that himself here? Popped up left field. Maybe chased a hair out of the zone. Wiz-Waz catches it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 39.
Swinging on that slider. That's a tantalizing pitch, that breaking pitch up and away. Trying it again. There was Flash, but he misses. Boops cheated a little bit on the outside reticle, and it paid off in spades. He's got himself a double here, and another run. He's going to be waved home. 2-0 Colts.
That's huge. He's got another run in the first. This is the exact opposite of the Colts we saw last game. I could say it's the change in venue, but there's no change in venue. Maybe he likes it overcast.
1-1 count now on Soler outside. Tense already is Walker. Just missing there. Good check swing from JCoops. The full count pitch. Popped up. Foul territory left field. BK Lamb dives. Traps it. So we'll go again. Fastball. Trying to bloop it. It's foul. Good at bat here from Soler. Another full count pitch. The forkball just misses.
Now batting, the catcher, number 12.
So now 2 on for Dalton Varsho. You see Boops cheating again on the left side of, or rather the outside portion of the plate. But Flash can't find the strike zone. He's trying to nibble here. It's a 4-pitch walk.
This is
Boops.
getting
Now he's got the
dangerous.
chance to land a dagger blow here.
Yeah, 2 outs, so he needs a hit, and he's got this 8-hole hitter up. You can see him still camping that outside corner a little bit. Flash living out there, just can't hit the spot. He keeps missing by an inch.
Misses again. It's 2-1. Brandon Lau in a big spot here. He chases that fastball that may have been a tick out of the zone. If not, it was a perfect fastball. And it gets Flash out of the inning, but not before the Colts score twice on 3 hits and 2 walks.
Yeah, Flash, you know, he's one to respond, so Hoops is going to have to be careful with Marquez right off the rip. Just wants to play on the corners and not give Flash anything he can handle too well.
Yeah, Flash didn't have much trouble at all handling the bat in game number 1. We'll see how well it carries over into game 2. Zippity doo-dah. Swing and a miss. The 1-2, swing and a miss. He got him on a changeup. A great start for Boops.
Yeah, this pitcher Marquez, maybe one he has a bit more of a better time using. You see his ERA a bit more favorable. Ooh,
That one
too soon.
just sneaks out above that yellow line in right field. The Flasherton's on the board. German Marquez, he tried to sneak that curveball down there low and away. Flash said, get that out of here.
Flash has always been one to just get that insane launch angle where his home runs are never super high, but they're never on a line. They just have that arc to them, and they fly over the wall at prodigious speed.
Boops throws the exact same pitch to the next batter, and that gets him a single, a hard hit single up the middle. So the tying run aboard here in the first. Probably a little too early for me to use terms like tying run. But in any case, it's 2-0 count to pounce upon.
That's never too early. A run scores, a game's tied, it's a tying run. There's nothing wrong with that.
German Marquez back to neutral mojo after that line drive to the second baseman. Bidding for the gap is Flash. It's down. Trout traps it on a hop, though, and that's going to save a run.
That's actually a immense play that could, be one of the biggest later, depending on how close this game ends up. Let's see if JCoops first can get out of this inning.
Flash swinging down in front of Soler, and this game is tied.
Flash cannot stay away from the offense. He just wants to keep scoring. We've seen it all night tonight.
Bolt blue, 7-hole hitter. 2 on. Speed is not good on the bases. The gaps here at Moto Yard are big. Anything I would think in those gaps would be able to plate 2. But he finds himself in a 2-strike count right down the pipe. Oh, a misfire from Flash for both players, really.
Yeah, it's always tough when you get that red circle and you think it can go anywhere, and it goes right there, but got bailed out.
Full count, 2 outs, runners should go. They don't. Flash fouls it off. The 3-2. A good pitch from Boops. Just tantalizing enough to get Flash to chase. And he escapes the inning tied.
Yeah, we got ourselves a ball game, folks. JCoops, playoff hopes still on the line, a win, and he's in. So he's going to want to keep the ball rolling now that he's got his pitcher leading off here in the second.
32 pitches thus far for Speed Walker. Not the best start, but looking to recover. German Marquez, the tense pitcher. He's at the plate. He's seen 4 pitches, the 5th, the 2-2, strike 3. Yeah, to me, that's an at-bat where Boops is saying, okay, I got a tense pitcher. He's not going to hit his way out of a paper bag. I may as well see as many pitches as possible.
Yeah, try and tire out Speed Walker a little bit. But you got to be careful. You don't want to ask for those bullpen arms of the Flashertons too early, because he's got successes. Boops gets under one. See you later. That's a solo shot.
Into the bullpen. A solo shot indeed. I believe that was Biggio. 408 feet. I'm sorry, Whit Merrifield, the leadoff hitter. It's a 3-2 game for the Colts.
JCoops absolutely mashing the ball in comparison to the way he was getting it last game. It did look like he was starting to warm things up a little bit, and there he goes back to back.
Talk about a line shot. Oh, goodness. That hits halfway up the shed on its right side, dead center. How far did this one fly? 461. The Colts breaking out the power at the right time.
There's the Millville Meteor, too. Mikey Trout, baby, taking off.
Trouty boy. He puts his team up by 2. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. He has threatening attributes.
I can't believe I just got to say Millville on an XBL cast.
This one's hammered. Brendan Rodgers. It's 3 in a row for the Colts.
Oh, mama. Can you believe it? Oh, what? Back to back to back on match of the week? Wow. We usually reserve that for Lazy vs. Ashnod.
We absolutely do. Even with them, the 3 in a row, that's to me, that's a rare feat. But Boops does it here, puts himself up by 3. He hammers that one up the middle. The hard contact continues. The Flashertons fans booing here that he didn't hit a 4th home run.
Number 39.
Matt Olson hammers it. That's off the glove of the first baseman. Would have been 2 had he caught it. The hard contact here paying off for the Colts.
The right fielder, number 12.
Yeah, he's absolutely burning the ball himself right now. That one off the glove of Wade Room. Wade Room was lucky he didn't take the glove with it.
Speed Walker is rattled. And that's music to the ears of JCoops, who needs 1 win out of either this game or his final 2 versus M. Bennings. He needs 1 win to punch his ticket to the postseason. Covering for the double play is the rattled pitcher, and he can't make the play. It would have ended the inning. Instead, it opens the door for Varsho.
You have to wonder, too, his name is literally Speed Walker. He's running to the base. Maybe there's something inherently wrong with the way he approached that play.
The forkball looks like Flash won't pay the price for his pitcher's mistake. That does end the inning, but 3 straight solo shots back to back to back. Merrifield, Trout, and Rodgers put the Colts up by 3.
That's big offense there from Bayside. This is the JCoops we were talking about, not the JBoops we were referring to.
Wow, Boops? Sorry, Coops, as you just said.
That is too
Did a
hard.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job there on the dive, canceling what could have been an errant throw and getting a proper throw in there. We had already seen one of his infielders make a poor throw in game 1. It's avoided there. Strike 3 to the pitcher here, 2 down quickly.
Yeah, he's mowing him down, too, with a pretty good efficiency on the hill. Starting to find a good flow is JCoops.
Zippity Doodah now top of the order. He's got blazing speed. Your man Marquez, only 27 pitches. 1 hot backhanded by Rodgers. A 1-2-3 shutdown inning. The Colts back to the plate.
Yeah, it's just where he wants to be after what we saw in the first 2 innings.
Number 43.
Speed Walker pitching to Brandon Lau. He's back to tense. That is Speed Walker. Would love to get back to neutral, or at least get a couple more innings so we can hand it to this hard throwing back end of the Flashertons bullpen.
Yeah, Flash definitely going to want to go into the playoffs hot. This is his final game. He'll want to go in on the back of a W, so expect him to do it all to win this one.
Pitching carefully to your man Marquez. Bloop to right field. Does Marquez have a knock? A long slide for Upan. That's a beautiful play.
Yeah, it's well timed by Flash. He knew if he timed it and slid then, he would get just long enough to get to that ball. And that was, if you played enough Super Mega, that's the only way you're going to make the correct catch.
Hit hard up the middle. Beautiful single there for Whit Merrifield. They'll bring up Trout. And that laser beam home run in the middle of the back-to-back-to-back homers.
Yeah, these two competing for exit velo tonight, for sure.
Plenty of speed on it first. That prompts Flash to hold the ball a little bit longer. Doesn't have the best catcher's arm. Trout up the middle. Out to Doodah. 2 on, 2 out. Brendan Rodgers.
The shortstop, number 9.
Yeah, and he's locked in with that low pitch. Not the guy you want to pitch to if you're Flash. He's got to be very, very careful where he leaves these.
Smacked by Rodgers. Caught by Blue. That saved 2 runs, I reckon.
Oh, easily. That huge gap in right center can be very, very pesky if you could sneak one out there, especially if it's got some speed rolling on the ground. That could have been possibly a triple for Rogers if he was locked in. And yeah, it's a great catch by Flash. Good reaction to prevent that.
Swinging first pitch, curveball is Flash. Out to Trout. Out number 1. Perhaps a bit of frustration for the Flash.
Cool.
But he takes his frustration out on that one. Is that one high enough? It is. That is an identical home run to the one we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's the exact same spot. He just put one earlier in the game. That is crazy. He stings him right to right center field. This is his home park. He knows it best, and he knows what he likes when he sees it.
2-run ball game now after the solo shot. Surrendered by Yerman Marquez. That one is also stung. It's going to drift foul. There's that low and in curveball again. It hasn't worked a whole lot for Boops. It doesn't work out there. It's a 1-out knock.
He's got to find a way to maybe get weight room to roll over. He does not have a ton of speed. I think we saw him bounce into a couple double plays in the last go around.
That low and away fastball swung on and missed by the Flash, followed by a foul ball. Quickly 0-2. This one going to be nowhere close. Taken by the Flash. Putting in at bat together here is weight room. Couple waste pitches on those 4-seamers. Another changeup, another foul ball. The 2-2 swing and a miss. He got them up and in.
There goes JCoops, added to that strikeout total. I think we talked about it on weekly roundup. Somewhere along the line here, he might be taking the overall strikeout lead.
Going first to third here is Flash. The tying runs are aboard after the single there. The opportunity in the hands of Bolt Blue. Hammered. Is this his first home run of the season? It's going to be close. Left field, Lau. He jumps. It's gone, and the Flashertons lead 6-5.
Wow. I mean, seriously, this is another home run from Flash tonight. He is putting on a power show.
Now it's a 1-run ball game. The lead has flipped over to the Flashertons. BK Lamb. She tries to go up the middle, but that will end the inning. What a game here through 3 innings.
Yeah, we might just have a classic one brewing, as the score right now through, like you said, through 3 is just eye-popping. 6-5, 11 runs overall and multiple home runs for both teams. So this is, hitter's paradise.
That forkball turned on by Boops, but it's out to Duda, who makes a nice ranging catch to his right in left center field. For out number 1, that'll bring up Matt Olson. Speed Walker's still in this game. As I say that, I guess in my head it was a lot later, but like we were just talking about, this game just started.
Yeah, the way they've been putting the offense up, too, these innings have been taking a long time. That one by Olsen, I feel like Boops just missed about 2 feet in front of the wall.
Yeah, that's the spot in this ballpark that you can maybe get a little lucky on. If you don't hit it too hard, you can maybe bounce it off that wall. It almost did, unable to do so. And there's 2 down for Soler. Just got under that one, that fastball. He challenged him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Flashertons of the shutdown variety. They still lead by 1.
Now back, the pitcher, number 23.
Looks like we're going to see the end of Speed Walker, I would have to assume. Yeah, he's given up 5 solid runs, pitched 4 innings.
Pine Rider, who took some chin music in game number 1 before lining out. Lines out once again, this time to Matt Olson. That flips the order around to Zippity Doodah.
He stung it, though. Flash waiting on those low and in curveballs. He likes them.
There's a low and away curve. Popped up. Mike Trout. Easy play for him. There's quickly 2 down. Boops looking to squeeze what he can out of Marquez before his turn in the lineup comes up. Whiz Waz, he goes up the middle, a 2-out knock. That pitch meant to be a chase pitch, and he chased it, but just a better job of hitting from Flash to poke it up the middle.
Now he's got a very dangerous part of his order up for Boops to have to deal with, so even with 2 outs, you have to be extremely, extremely careful. If Flash Gordon, one of those hitters that can turn one out of the park at any second, 13 homers on the season.
Quickly 0-2 on Flash Gordon. Takes that fastball, a little bit of bait there. The low changeup, takes it as well. Plenty of speed on it first. But there's that up and in fastball. That's been a money 2-strike pitch for Boops.
Yeah, he's been getting Flash all night, getting his strikeouts that way. And now he got himself out of an inning where, you know, there was a little bit of a threat, so now he's got to go back and try and tie this one up. 9 hits apiece. This landscape of this game is very, very different from game 1.
I don't think I've ever seen this pitcher for the Flashertons. Extremis Quickenbacher.
We've seen Extremis. We've seen Extremis.
Okay.
He's quick.
Diving stop. No, it's deflected into center field by the shortstop. So the first pitch out of the bullpen for Quickenbacher is a single.
There's a little bit of redundancy as he has, you know, minimum velo, but
Sure.
Extremis will try and do his best to keep things where they are. Maybe he's trying to switch up Boops a little bit to try and bring in the gas later.
Lobs a couple curveballs in there, finds himself ahead, goes for another curveball, and he gets himself what could be a double play ball. Blue has to complete it. He does. 2 down.
Flash, I think, had a feeling Boops might go fishing for it if he saw it a 3rd time, so he put it right up there for him to go for.
Marquez staying in the game. Perhaps Boops not trusting what he's got in the bullpen, or perhaps, you know, things would have been different if runners were on for this at bat. In any case, it's the 3rd out of the inning. We're into the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, he probably wants to get 5 out of his starter, try and get, you know, what you would consider at least a full start's worth out of him, and then take it over to the pen in a close game. Nope, he's going to let him hit and then just take him out. Oh, nope, never mind.
Weighing his options there. He decides to leave him in. Has been good in this game outside of the one big inning for the Flashertons. Merrifield, 1 down. Here's Weight Room, who is tense after dropping that liner over in one of the previous innings. 2 down quickly. Oops, definitely pitching to contact here. He's going to go to that same curveball. It's hit hard again. Olsen, he handles the hot shot, and it's a very quick inning for JCoops.
Yeah, just what you need now. 2 scoreless in a row for both clubs. Now we're going to the 6th. So this what was a slugfest in the beginning is now starting to slow down a little bit, and it's looking to be a bit chippy. We'll see if anyone's able to, you know, take a lead back or Flash can stretch it.
Flash really testing the limits of the Quickenbacher curveball. Say that 10 times fast. This one is going to be caught by Zippity Duda for the first out.
I thought about trying to say it, but I'm not.
Hit hard by Trout on the contact swing. Does it have the legs? Flash thinks it does, and it does. Off that brick wall, and we have a tied game here.
Mikey Trout again. Wow. J-Boobs, multiple homers with the same player in one game, and multiple homers in one game. He is putting on a show himself here.
Yeah, we'd seen Boops hit some curveballs with the contact swing to the warning track, just unable to get the extra power. He didn't need any extra power there. That was a missile to dead center, and it's a brand new game in the top of the 6th. Check swing there. Swing and a miss. 81 miles per hour, but just maybe the delivery or the location just fooling him there for Quickenbacher's first strikeout of the season.
He's not known for blowing him away.
Certainly not. That's going to be a 2-out knock in front of the left fielder Was. Brings up Matt Olson, 6 home runs here in season 12. Quickly behind 3-0 is Quickenbacher. It's a 4-pitch walk, 2 on. 2 out in a tied game.
Expert eye there from JCoops to work himself a walk with 2 outs and bring up Soler, who's just one of the more dangerous hitters in his lineup. Hits it right up the middle, though. Gordon has to make a play in time. Nice job.
Perhaps saving a run there. Beautiful play from the shortstop up the middle. Keeps this game tied into the bottom of the 6th. JCoops, a win here would punch his ticket to the dance. It would get him into the playoffs. Should Flash win here in this tied game, Boops would have to sweep. I'm sorry, we'd need 1 win against M. Bennings. Should M. Bennings sweep Boops following a sweep here tonight from Flash? I know it's complicated, but then we would have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, so the possibility is still on the table.
A huge double play. Marquez still working in this game. He is back to neutral.
Another XBL fun fact for you guys. This matchup here tonight on prime time between your season 6 and season 6 runner-up and season 7 World Series winner. So these two, both seasoned in the postseason, trying to Boops especially get back into the dance.
Yeah, last season making it in was Boops, trying to go back-to-back here with his trusty Colts. That's 3 consecutive zeros put up by Yerman Marquez. Does he get lifted here as he is due up? We'll see. Jack me up into the game. Gordon. No problem for him. There's 1 down. A lot of left-handed prowess in this lineup. That opens the door wide open for Jack me up. It was great in game 1. Quickly 2 strikes on Brandon Lau, the 2-2. Gets him to chase just a bit below the zone, barehanded by Blue. 2 down. Does Marquez get lifted? Doesn't look like it.
Nice. Back to neutral, I guess. He's going to keep going. Maybe he's just trying to freak Flash out. He's going to get a hit anyway, so.
Yeah, so he shuts us up, gets a 2-out knock. That'll flip the order around, and the 1-2-3 of this lineup has been filthy today.
I think there's legs to that strategy, you know, just leave him in, just kind of freak him out. Like, why is he in? Make him think about it. I don't know. Why is he in?
Merrifield, this move is going to pay off as Marquez is huffing for third. Does he get sent home? We shall see. He rounds third now. The throw from Blue, the cutoff man. He is safe. The Colts lead.
That is why you leave Yerman Marquez in the game, so he can run from first to home and really make it risky.
Now the locked-in Trout, who has 2 home runs. He's behind 0-2. Me up, touched for some 2-out magic here by Boops.
You see Trout looking so locked in with the huge reticle. Gets another rip.
Duda, the throw home. Merrifield will retreat. Trout caught, but he's going to go back to first. Runners at the corners. Brendan Rodgers with an opportunity for what could be a huge blow. Jack me up. Trying to loop that curveball. It misses. Hammered. Center field. Duda. He's got it. So despite the little collapse there with 2 outs, the single from Marquez followed by the Merrifield extra base hit. That earns the Colts the lead, but Flash limits the damage. Marquez still in the game.
Yeah, we've seen Flash be able to keep it, you know, pretty much within 1 run if he's getting behind in these games. So that's his best case scenario coming out of that. Now Boops has to hold this lead.
For once, Flash does not swing at that low and in curve. I thought maybe Boops was making a big mistake there. Instead, it's going to be 2 outs on 3 pitches here in the 7th.
That's big for Boops. He's only, you know, now, what, 7 outs away from clinching a playoff berth, but he's got to work through a very, very difficult portion of this order.
Up the middle goes Flash for a 2-out knock, the tying run aboard. You know, Boops perhaps thinking in the back of his mind, if this game were to go to extra innings, as it is a very close game, his bullpen advantage would be significant the longer Marquez can go.
Oh yeah, if it gets to be a war of attrition, Boops is way ahead, as Marquez really only has now 67 pitches in 7 innings, so other stats considered, he's worked his way through this game fairly efficiently as far as the pitch count.
But it's going to be a walk. Pounce upon, showing a great eye. That brings up the tense weight room. Righty on righty matchup. But that may be the day for Marquez. Oh, beautiful move. Trevino, the right-handed specialist. And it will be weight room getting the at-bat. One and one. 2 on, 2 out. A huge spot in this game. Flash, he swings at that one. Shallow center, Merrifield. He has it. We're into the 8th.
Yeah, tense against the specialist is so hard to just get the hit you need there. Flash unable to do it. Felt like that floater, though, could have been risky, but Boops was able to get underneath it, put that one away.
Flash, nonetheless, showing he still has, the ability to make this one-run comeback. But he does need to keep the score manageable. That's a good start there in the 8th with that strikeout. Softly over to Blue. Almost looked like perhaps he could overrun it, but no problem for him. Looking 2 outs. Soler pops it up. A lightning quick inning for the Flashertons. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6 outs to go for JCoops. If he can hold on, he will punch his ticket to the playoffs. Flash swinging first pitch again over to Rogers. No problem for him. 1 down. That changeup away seems to be just too much for Flash to lay off.
Yeah, now he's got Trevino to deal with too, so it's going to be that much harder. Even if you do get something on it, you're probably not as likely to push it into the outfield or push it up the middle or anything like that.
Flash, the strategy now for his lineup definitely got to be to get to the meat, the 2, 3, 4 of the order in the next inning. If he can't do anything here, and he certainly could, Bolt Blue going to face this 2-2 changeup, fouled off. This curveball taken wisely by the Flash. So now a walk-prone pitch going to have to be delivered. The 3-2 changeup, fouled off. Good at bat here. He can't hold off that one. Would have been ball 4. Instead, it's out number 2, caught by Varsho.
Yeah, looking better and better for Boops now. He's got to keep working efficiently. Gets BK Lamb to lift one behind second, and that should do it for the 8th, and it does.
Overeager in the 8th is Flash. Well, perhaps not overeager, but just seeing pitches he does like. Unable to do anything with them, however. And now it's insurance time for JCoops. And there's a beautiful start past the diving glove of the shortstop. And he's aboard.
Was that fastest catcher in the XBL, Dalton Varsho?
I do believe.
So you got
Except
good
the bad
legs.
jump straight. Yeah, despite the left-handed specialist, he ripped that single up the middle. He's going to be a beautiful sacrifice here. Varsho in that second. Oh, but do you pull Trevino? I don't think you do.
No, he
Does
doesn't.
it pay off? Blue, he makes the play. He's got him at first. Almost a disaster for the Flash.
Yeah, if that one bounced off a glove or that dive was slightly mistimed, Trevino's on base and Varsho's got the legs to score, but now JCoops needs a hit with 2 outs to get any insurance against Jack Mia.
And got to pay attention to the catcher as well, but that's not going to come into play as the right fielder makes the catch. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. JCoops 3 outs away from a trip to the postseason. Full tilt Flippers fans with their fingers crossed that the Flash can make a comeback.
Yeah, they're all in the Flash's corner right now. Any one-game playoff fans are in that corner right now, and this will be the moment of truth here. Let's see if JCoops can punch his ticket to the XBL playoffs.
Even with the right-handed specialist, it'll be T. Milker coming into the game. Probably just not a good left-handed option for the Flash. Lou Trevino delivers that curveball. Milker up the middle. No dive comes out from Rogers. The tying run aboard.
Dangerous hit, and this is the flip over in the lineup that Boops probably wanted to avoid and Flash wanted to get to. Now we'll see Doodah possibly get lifted. Nah, there's a pinch runner.
The tying run, blazing speed over at first. Flash takes strike 1. You almost wonder if we'll see a steal attempt or perhaps even a bunt. Maybe not now with 2 strikes. Bunting, obviously, I know not in the Flash's playbook. Trying to go up the middle. Diving. He's got it on a hot Merrifield. On the first dude, playing a speed. He's safe. 2 on, no outs.
And tons of speed. The winning run is at first now, so something in the gap could put this away for the Flashertons and put the Colts right back up against the wall. Let's see. He's going to leave Trevino in and try and get 3 outs.
Does he go to Widener? The stats similar. Trevino obviously has the specialist. He's going to look for a double play ball. Swinging first pitch. Olsen catches it. It is a double play, but not on the ground. Flash caught off second base, and there's 2 down. What a huge play.
That is massive for Boops. Now he needs just 1 more.
1 out separates the Colts from a trip to the playoffs. And it's Flash Gordon quickly behind 2-0. Swings at that one. Boops living on the edges here. Swings on that curveball. 1 hop to Merrifield onto first. Boops survives, and he's going to the playoffs in season 12.
What a classic between these two on prime time. I mean, seriously, what a game we just saw. What a series. Oop, wrong screen. Sorry about that.
A classic second game here in this final match of the week of season 12. And we'll just as I pull up my standings here on my screen. So that's going to put Boops at 13 wins. Flash, he's going to, no matter what, he's going to be there in that 9 seed, unless I guess a sweep from Boops would really switch up that 9 seed. But for now, Flash in the 9 seed, Boops with 13 wins. Really that last series with M. Bennings, it's going to tell us everything. But they're both in the playoffs now.
Let me ask you this. Sorry to interrupt. Is Boops, and what was his series status with Pizza Volcano? Did I miss that?
Great question. I can tell you.
Because if there's a head-to-head in there in the favor of Boops, then I think we're locked, right?
1. Oops. The Moon Kingdom versus the Colts was a split.
So it lies on run differential, I think, for the 11th and 12th seed.
Right. So, and I'll try and pull that up as well. But wow, Dwayne, what a second game there, decided by 1 run. That's really all you can ask for on the final match of the week of the season. Just a brilliant game.
Oh, true. And yes, Boops can pass with those wins as well. So it's definitely going to be interesting. This final series that he has in hand. But the series we're talking about tonight, that was really something else. The power we saw Flash put on in the first game, that was foot on the gas from the get-go. And then the second game started out as a huge slugfest and ended up as just a classic back and forth. And I think we're all pleased with the amount of dingers we got to see tonight. Very, very entertaining baseball. Great pitching, too. Lots of corners being hit, lots of strikeouts. And, this is what you want to see going into the XBL playoffs. I think we're all well and hyped up for everything to start kicking off, tomorrow. The X and the AAA and AA are already rolling, so...
Yeah, playoff time, the best time in these leagues, especially in the XBL. And the playoff participant pool is set. We now know the 12 players that will march on to the postseason. The seeding still has to be determined by that final set between JCoops and M. Bennings. And I'm sure that will be played, hopefully, within the next 24 to 48 hours. I'm sure, you guys will figure that out. And we'll have the final bracket all situated before too long. With that said, that's a wrap on season 12 matches of the week. The next time you see this channel go live, I would think would probably be the awards show with yourself and Oxbox here before too long. And then after that, of course, AAA and XBL semifinals down the road. There's a lot to look forward to, isn't there?
Yes, indeed. That is correct. Weaver will be back with the award show. Going to get into the planning stages of that. What night we're going to do that. So keep your eyes peeled for all of that. We'll have awards for all 3 leagues to, really value all your participation and all the things like that. And then, we'll be ready for the AAA and XBL semifinals shortly thereafter. It's going to be a nice set of playoff games. I think we have a lot of really good players and a lot of really great talent. And season 12 is going to set a nice tone if we're going into season 13, hopefully soon. I mean, and the XBL Cup. So, great job for everybody this season.
That is a wrap on all 3 seasons here, or all 3 tiers here, the regular seasons. The postseason is next. If you'd like to hang around our community and check out all the action or be a part of it eventually, go ahead and scroll down to the description and click on that Discord link. That's where our community at large is housed. It's where you can certainly get notifications for future broadcasts. You can look at standings. There's a Hall of Fame. There's all kinds of neat stuff. Lots of great discussion as well. Thank you so much, of course, to Mickey, the trailer guy, for that timeless trailer that plays before every series. Thank you, Dwayne, for producing and for joining me here in the booth. Any parting words on this Sunday night?
No, thank you very much, Weaver. It's great to be back with you. That was the first time I think you and I were in the booth together since the end of season 10. So good to be on the cast again with you. And we'll be doing very, very many more soon. You know how the playoffs, we love to pack them in. So that'll be, everybody's going to be on your screen. Me, Ox, Weave, Hummus, all hands on deck for the playoffs. So that'll be exciting. And thank you all again for all the participation that made this season possible from top to bottom, XBL, AAA, AA. Everybody did a great job getting games in, especially when it came to crunch time. And here come the playoffs. So enjoy them, get the games in, and get excited if you're already out for the next coming season and the off season too. So it never ends. We always keep going. So everybody have a safe and pleasant evening, and we'll see you very, very soon.
Have a great night, everyone.